can be homeless, and everybody who's homeless can say, oh yeah, I robbed a bank, I'm homeless, and I'm admitting that I robbed a bank. Excuse me and forgive me because I'm homeless. That's not an excuse to commit crime. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
There are laws.
Ready, Your Honor.
All right, the court is, thank you. Court is calling 2022 CR 1156, State of Texas versus Isaiah Gibson. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garrett, hand, Your Honor.
Defense?
James Seeloff for the defendant, Your Honor.
Are you Isaiah Gibson?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, probation, this is an application.
Thank you.
Counsel.
Deferred. And it's, we're asking the court to waive PSI. The state recommends.
All right, just a second.
Okay.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
Yes, I have.
All right. Mr. Gibson, I'm showing you what's entitled Application for Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, counsel, you said this was an application for deferred as well?
This is a deferred adjudication recommended by the state, part of the plea bargain. I just wanted to let you know.
All right, thank you. I see where you hand wrote that. All right.
Because you don't have a phone.
We
For
need an
deferred.
application for deferred
Or
adjudication.
don't you grant deferred? Is that why you don't have?
All right, they're printing some more. Oh, no, you can just ask other people in the courtroom. Yes, we give deferreds in this courtroom. All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We waive.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
on both counts? Let me see. Yeah, it doesn't say.
We're gonna go along count one, Judge. I'm assuming that's what defense counsel was out with.
We talked about it.
All right. Any objection to the waiver of count two?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Gibson, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense in count one of theft of a vehicle, $30,000 to $150,000
Yes, ma'am.
as a third degree felony?
Yes, ma'am.
Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you're giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, he has.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I believe he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent, was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I believe he is.
Mr. Gibson, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial, showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, there's a $500 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. There's to be restitution, if any, to Home Depot located at 5638 West Loop 1604, San Antonio 78251. There is to be cats 1 and 2, and there's to be, well, the court will probably order no contact with Home Depot. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
That's our plea.
State, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
This is it. If she follows the plea bargain, you can appeal.
Yes.
You understand that?
Yes,
We
yes,
went
ma'am.
over that.
All right, counsel, have there been any such motions?
No.
Showing you outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 8 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation and no contact with the Home Depot at 5638 West Loop 1604. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
To count one, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State exhibit number one with office attachments.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor. Part of the plea bargain is they're gonna dismiss a misdemeanor case. I don't know if the court read off the number, but there
It's
is.
not in here.
It's a dismissal, and I believe prosecutor is gonna give it to you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Am I right?
Yes, it's just not on the plea bargain agreement, so the judge will not know about it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No problem. All right, state, you may continue to confer.
Thank you. Judge.
Going to show you what's entitled waiving consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses? There'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so why are you taking what does not belong to you?
I was homeless and it was an opportunity for me to get some money, a payment, and I just didn't know what to do at the time. And I'm just owning up to my mistakes, Your Honor.
How old are you?
26.
All right, being homeless doesn't give you the excuse or pass to commit crimes. Because if that's the case, then everybody can be homeless and everybody who's homeless can say, oh yeah, I robbed a bank, I'm homeless. And I'm admitting that I robbed a bank. Excuse me and forgive me because I'm homeless. That's not an excuse to commit crime. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
There are laws. So do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am.
What are their ages?
I have a 7-year-old, 1-year-old, and I have kids on the way.
So you have children on the way?
Yes, ma'am.
Perhaps twins.
All right. And how long have you been homeless?
That was back in 2020. I'm no longer homeless anymore.
Why would you, and this is just a question that I want answered because I'm always curious. And I think if you're in the legal field, you need to be curious. Why would you continue to have children when you're not stable? For example, you have a 7-year-old, a 1-year-old, and now you say you have children on the way. Why would you bring other children into this world and do activities that will result in children being brought in this world and you don't even have your life together?
That's just my mistake, Your Honor.
No, I mean, it's not a mistake. Those are choices. People choose to do whatever activities they do. So I'm trying to figure out why people keep doing activities or not being responsible in the activities that they do and bringing children in this world that they're not prepared to raise. Do you understand that taxpayers are tired of taking care of other people's children?
Yes, ma'am.
So these children that you're about to have, if you do daycare and you're getting, you don't have to pay the full price of daycare. You know why you don't? Because taxpayers are paying for it, not you. If you get housing and you're really supposed to be paying $2,500 a month and you're really paying $34 a month, you know who's picking up that tab? Taxpayers. Taxpayers are tired of doing that. And you're old enough to know better and you're old enough to know where children come from. So why would you be irresponsible, make a choice to have these children and you're not taking care of them?
Well, I am taking care of my 1-year-old son I have now. And that was like 2-3 years ago when I wasn't with my other mother of my child.
So how many mothers of children do you have?
It's just 2.
All right. So while you're out there homeless, who was paying for your child to eat? Think about that. Because a 7-year-old, a 1-year-old, you can't just put them at Travis Park and say, well, I've helped create you, go forth, hunt for yourself. So when you're homeless and when you're saying, I can't get my life together, who is providing diapers for your children? Because I know people don't do cotton anymore because people think that's beneath them. But when you can't afford the Pampers or whatever, you should go back to cotton. So when you're homeless and not doing anything, Who's supporting your children? Because it wasn't you.
At the time, it was the mother of my child, Your Honor.
Yeah.
And
And so when you have children, you can't fall down on your job because they can't financially support themselves. Do you understand?
yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, since this has happened, he has been employed and he assures me that he's employable once he's released.
All right. And why were you homeless?
Well, I just didn't want to go back home, and I couldn't find a good job because I lost my ID, and I just couldn't find the money to go get a new ID.
So you'd rather be homeless than go back home.
Now, my mom wasn't allowing me to go back home.
All right. And how old were you?
I was 23 at the time.
All right. Is your mom a good mom?
Yes, ma'am.
So she probably wasn't allowing you to go back home because you don't want to follow her rules. And I always tell people, when you go back home to live with your mom, you're not an adult because you're not paying for the roof that's over your head and you're not paying for food. And I'm sure your mom probably was saying, I'm not going to have a grown man just living at my house doing nothing. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
How far did you go in school?
I graduated high school.
And what are you planning on doing with the rest of your life?
I'm planning on getting my CDL and driving trucks because I have a cousin who has his own trucking company, and I wanted to drive trucks with him.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 8 years deferred adjudication. There's a $500 fine that will be probated. There's restitution to Home Depot, if any. And that's the Home Depot located at 5638 West Loop, 1604, 78251. And there's to be no contact with Home Depot. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be regular UAs, 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once he completes parenting classes, the court will allow him 50 hours to be subtracted from the 200 hours. And I'm going to order that you're in some type of trade school. So if you want to get your CDL license, you can. Once that is done, then the remaining of the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. Proof of employment within 30 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Field visits 1 time per month until further notice.
Thank
They
you,
want
Your
you,
Honor.
well, they want you to do cats 1 and 2. You have all these children that you need to take care and hopefully you can spend some time with. Here's my cats 1 and 2. Don't take what doesn't belong to you. If you rent a vehicle or rent property, you need to return it when it says it's due in the contract. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Probation, is there anything else he needs? Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
I would like to get a new ID, but I still have to renew my license as well.
All right, so you'll have to do that. If you tell probation about that, they'll give you the steps that you need in order to do that.
Yes, ma'am.
But what I can tell you, I've recently had my license renewed, and guess what? You got to make an appointment. And they're going to want your birth certificate or either passport. And if you don't have those, they will give you a temporary ID and make you pay the $33 for it. And guess what? It's only good for 2 weeks.
Yes, I understand.
All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. Do better.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. I appreciate it. May I be excused?
Yes.
Good luck, okay?
Court is calling 2023 CR 8957, State of Texas versus Justin Gamboa. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? For the state? That's okay. For the defense?
David Rodriguez for the defendant.
And are you Mr. Gamboa?
Yes.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Gamboa, I'm showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Okay. Counsel, are you waiving the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Court Admonishments. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
All right, did you understand you're charged with the offense of terroristic threat peace officer? That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Are you with me?
Yes.
Did you?
Yes.
All right. And did you understand by giving up those rights, you're asking that the court proceed with your plea bargain agreement?
Yes.
And are you intending to give up those rights and proceed with the plea in this case?
No.
Yes.
Oh, yes, ma'am. I'm so sorry.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Gamboa, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
I'm sorry. Who was?
Are you with us today?
Yes, I'm so sorry.
All right, are you having a problem following along?
No, ma'am.
All right. Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes. Yes, a U.S. citizen.
Okay, do you think there's an issue here?
I really don't. I mean, we were able to talk. He was able to tell me about what happened, and
Has anyone threatened you,
No, ma'am.
coerced you,
No, ma'am.
or forced you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
All right, the court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you sure everything is okay here? Or is he just responding slow?
No, I'm probably just responding slow, but I'm understanding.
Okay. According to the plea bargaining agreement, your punishment is to be assessed at 120 days in the Bexar County Jail under 1244. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes.
Defense, is that the plea?
yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places? Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State exhibit number 1 with all its attachments.
No objection.
All right, Mr. Gamboa, I'm showing you the waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that with your attorney?
Did I review that with my attorney? Yes.
All right, and did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state is not going to call any witnesses to testify? That
Yes.
they're, all right. And did you understand that they're going to be using the police reports to prove their case?
Yes.
And so you understand nobody's coming in to testify?
Yes.
All right. Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So, Mr. Gamboa, I understand that a lot of times people want to rush through cases, like attorneys are like, we're ready to go. Not you. But when people are not before me, attorneys are like, Judge, move it along. We're ready to go. But I'm reading things in this report. One, he has the machete. They say usually he has a machete. Is there some mental health issues going on here? Is there homelessness? What is the issue?
You're homeless, right?
Yes. I've been homeless for quite a few years.
All right, so have you ever been diagnosed with any type of mental health issues?
No, I haven't been diagnosed yet, but no, I was hoping to go to Haven so I could get some psychiatric help or counseling.
All right, so I know you've been here for a while, but I have some slight concerns with him saying he's never had any mental health treatment, but he's hoping to go for Haven for Hope and get some psychiatric medications. And then in the police report, I have this issue with him walking around with a machete. And I understand that sometimes when people are homeless, they want to use certain things for protection. So we're not going to send you back. We're going to try to solve this issue that we have. And if you all, after considering all of those things, you still believe he's competent and he still wants to go with this plea, I'll accept it. But if there's something else that can be done so he doesn't come back here again, because what I see happening is I can give him the 120 days and he'll probably be back here with another judge, another prosecutor, another attorney for some other offense. So if y'all want to confirm that, and we'll bring y'all back at 1:30. Okay, let's do that. All right, these cases are done. Those are done. Okay, and everyone, I apologize, but I need to take a break. Everybody needs to take a break. It's noontime. So we'll be back at 1:30. And I need to make sure the staff and everybody eats before I get accused. We're going to go back on the record in 2023 CR 8957, State of Texas versus Justin Gamboa. We're going to have parties re-announced for the record for the state.
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
For the defense.
James Rodriguez for the defendant.
And are you Mr. Gamboa?
Yes.
All right. We were in the middle of the plea. The court had already accepted into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court had some concerns with regards to mental health issues, if there were any, if the defendant was competent or not competent. Defense, have you had a chance to speak with your client?
I have, Your Honor.
All right. And are you prepared to address those issues on the record?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you may proceed.
Your Honor, would you like to read you this through testimony or from him or?
Whichever way you wish to proceed.
I'll just give a report. Your Honor, I have talked to Mr. Gambo and I'm completely satisfied that he understands what the charges are against him. He has been able to assist me in his defense. I believe he is mentally competent to take this plea today.
All right, thank you. Any questions or concerns from the state?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Gamboa, if the court follows this agreement, what are your plans?
My plans, just if Haven, those are my plans.
Haven for Hope? Do you have any family members here?
Yes, I got them if I comes.
All right, when I say family members here, I don't mean at the courthouse at 300 Dolorosa. I mean, do you have a mom, dad, brother, sisters here in San Antonio?
Yes. Okay.
Are you in contact with them or no?
Any contact? No, I haven't had any contact with them in a few weeks.
All right. Is that few weeks because you've been in custody or for some other reason?
In custody, yes. Basically, yes.
All right. So when you're not in custody, when's the last time you had contact with them?
I'd say a week before I got arrested.
All right. Why are you homeless?
My mom, she kicked me out of her home, so from there I've been struggling. You know, I mean, I've just been walking out in the streets. I could have been over there at Haven, could have been at Haven, but I just you know, I was just having fun.
All right. Do you have children?
Yes, I have a son. He doesn't live here in San Antonio. He's in McAllen, Texas.
All right. All right. Anything else from either side?
Nothing to say, Your Honor.
All right. I'll follow your plea bargain agreement. The court will sentence you to 120 days in the Bexar County Jail under 1244. Give you credit for any time served. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes,
And did you sign it?
yes,
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
yes.
All right, we can go off the record. Good luck to you. You had better start making your plans. Otherwise, it's not going to go well for you in this society. You understand?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome. Have a great rest of your day. Court is calling 2022 CR 7683, State of Texas versus Antoine Lynn. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
Defense?
I'm your memorial, Your Honor.
And are you Antoine Lynn?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision and First Amendment Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review those with your attorney and did you understand them?
Yes.
Are you the same Antoine Lynn who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 7683 for the offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle on October 20th, 2022 for a period of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. Violating condition number 1 on or about the 18th day of October 2023 in Door County, Texas. The defendant Antoine Lynn committed the offense of criminal trespass in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not
True.
true?
The criminal behavior remaining violating conditions.
Any objections? Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there an agreement?
No, there's not, Your Honor.
All right, state, what are you requesting?
The state is actually going to take into consideration cause number 719722, the criminal trespass that.
Wait, 719?
I'm sorry, 719722.
Okay.
That's a criminal trespass that he just been true to
Mhm.
responsibility, and the state's requesting revocation, Your Honor.
All right. In defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, we're requesting, thank you, we're requesting that Mr.
Jason.
Lynn be given a TAP evaluation, so we have a better picture overall. Otherwise, Judge, we respectfully ask the court to remove him and put him on the intensive outpatient program. He is homeless, Judge. That's a big issue for Mr. Lynn. He has very little income, so that as far as paying the fines or for UAs, that's extremely difficult for him. We're virtually impossible. So we respectfully ask the court to continue on this deferred status, Judge, and I will defer to the court's experience on what you think is best. given
All right.
your-
Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Antoine Lynn.
All right, Mr. Lynn, are you homeless?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you been homeless?
2 years.
All right, why are you homeless?
Cause I don't have no family here and I'm not from San Antonio.
Where are you from?
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, what brings you to San Antonio?
I met this lady like 2 years ago online. Everything was going all right till I just don't agree to certain things.
All right, it's difficult when you meet people online and you're traveling to different states. You understand?
Yes.
So are your parents still alive?
Yes, ma'am.
Do they want you back with them?
Yes.
All right, do you want to go back to Georgia?
Yes, but I want to do my 2 years here. I'm trying to do something right before I won't have no warrants when I go home. So-
Well, I mean, we could see about transferring your probation to Georgia where you actually have support there. So if your parents want you back there and you have a place to stay, that may be the best thing for you. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Your mom wants you there? So-
Last time I talked to her, she said you need to get that charge over and come home.
Okay. And have you ever been diagnosed with any mental health issues?
Yes, I'm bipolar schizophrenic. One moment I'm up, and the next moment I'm down. I take medicine for 3 years.
Okay,
Been on there all my life.
okay.
Your Honor, Mr. Lynn also has a MTR, ABI family violence pending on court 13 also. So please consider that, Judge.
Okay. And is that going to be taken care of today?
If they take them over there today, Judge.
All right. So will community court help him, or are they only for pretrial diversions? They now have community court for homeless people.
I can check with Judge Vedder on that next door if you want me to, Judge.
All right, here's the thing. I can revoke you. I tell you what, I'm going to give you a choice. Normally, I can't give people choices. It appears to me that you have mental health issues. You have a case that's pending out of another court. You're homeless. You should go back to Georgia because maybe your mom will accept you back there, and at least you'll have a place to stay, a warm bed to sleep in, and they could probably get him, although I know he's currently on his meds at the jail probably, but they could probably get him stabilized further out there, and he'd have a support system, and we won't have these criminal trespass cases. So what I could do is I could grant the motion, revoke you, and sentence you under 1244, or I can extend you, which I'd extend you for 2 years, and then transfer you to Georgia. And if Georgia doesn't accept you, I'll ask that you be referred to the community court, and they can help you with mental health issues. They can help you with housing. So those are the options the court has available to it.
Judge, I would ask the court not to revoke him and see if we can transfer this to Georgia and give Mr. Lynn the opportunity. He's only 38 years old, Judge. And with a felony conviction, that would just, at some point, I think he'll get on the right track and move on with his life in a felony conviction.
All right, what county is that in Georgia?
Fulton County.
Probation. Does he need to be out of custody to start the request for transfer to Fulton County?
Yes, Judge, he does. He will have to stay here until it's approved. So what I would typically do is just make sure that we have STIPs with in contact with anything that we need to present to ICOTS. And I can let the manager know now. I just don't know if they'll initiate the transfer until we make contact with you.
Let me ask you this. Is there any way we can do a travel permit?
No, so we generally tell them not to leave, just because they do have to be given permission to proceed to the next state. And so a travel permit would not be allowed, because if they reject it, he has to come back. And if they don't, ICOPS requires us to issue a warrant.
Well, there could be, what I'm thinking, there could be a travel permit for a specific amount of time. Are we able to do that or no?
No, Judge. So per the ICOPS rules, they can only have a 7-day travel permit.
And it's going to take longer than the 7 days?
It can take up to 45 days. And so we can't permit for him to leave. A lot of times if they do leave during the transfer process through ICOTS, they'll actually reject the case.
All right. So I thought it could be accomplished within the 7 days, and they're telling me it can't be. So this is what I'll do. I'll deny the motion, take in consideration 719-722, extend for 2 years. We'll do a referral to community court and a transfer to Fulton County, Georgia. This is what I'm going to do, though. I want him to remain in custody until he's accepted in community court. If for some reason he's not accepted in community court, then we'll bring him back here before he's released. All right?
Fair enough, Judge.
Is there anything else you need from the court? All right. So what's going to end up happening is you're going to remain in custody. They're going to evaluate you for community court. I'm unsure if community court only does pretrial diversions. I don't know, because that's a new court that's just been enacted fairly recently.
I do got a question.
So you're going to remain in custody. If community court does not accept you, then we will bring you back here. And probation also for this, it sounds like there should be a DDRF. There should be like a MIC eval for him, at least a MIC eval. All right. And what we'll do so that we'll know where you are, we'll do the MIC eval while in custody and the TAP evaluation while in custody. And then hopefully by that time you will have been accepted in the community court. And then once you're accepted in the community court, you'll have a place to stay. And then perhaps you can get transferred to Fulton County. Do you understand? All right. Is there anything else?
Nothing, Judge.
All right. Thank you. All right. Court is calling 2020 CR 10474B, State of Texas versus Matthew Dotson. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
Defense?
David Andre Woodard for Mr. Dotson.
Are you Matthew Dotson?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision. And First Amendment motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Matthew Dotson who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2020 CR 10474B for the offense of aggravated kidnapping on September 8, 2021 for a period of 10 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor, violating condition number 1, on or about the 11th day of October 2023 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Matthew Dotson committed the offense of evade, arrest, or detention in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
We'll waive the remaining violated convictions.
Any objections to the waivers?
No objections, Judge.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to life in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
No, there's not.
All right, state, what are you requesting?
State's requesting revocation. We're taking into consideration cause number 719241, evading arrest and detention.
All right, defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, we're asking the court to follow probation's recommendation. It appears probation still wants to work with Mr. Dotson. They're recommending that he attend the local ISF, followed by ISP placement for full 12 months. I've talked to Mr. Dotson about that. He is in agreement with it. If the court would consider allowing him to go into local ISF, he realized there's some issues that he still needs to deal with to make him successful while on probation. So we're asking the court to deny the motion to adjudicate and alternate amendment conditions for local ISF.
What's his criminal history? Because I don't have the report that contains that.
Judge, here in Bear County, looks like he has, this has this evading arrest, this act kidnapping, and he had a theft that wasn't indicted back in 2017.
All right, this is not his first motion to revoke, is that correct?
It's not, Judge. From my understanding, it's possibly his second. I know I represented him on the first motion to revoke.
Mhm.
And in that motion to revoke, we had an agreement with the prosecution. There was a visiting judge present at the time.
Yes.
He was revoked and given 10 years, and we filed a motion to reconsider. This court placed him back on deferred, and now we're in front of the court again this morning.
All right. So I don't know if your client wants to address the issue. Why should I continue him when, as you stated before, another judge had revoked him, sentenced him to 10 years? And I'm assuming the reason why I went back and continued him on deferred is because the state and the defense came to the court and said, hey, we had an agreement. We were not expecting the 10 years in the prison. It appears that maybe if he would have been given the 10 years of prison, we would not have this evading. So I don't understand why I should continue him, because in the first place, he's on deferred for a first-degree felony, which is aggravated kidnapping. And then he picks up an evading arrest. I don't understand why I should continue him. Here's that he has done nothing. What has he done on probation?
I believe in speaking with Mr. Dotson, Judge, he was employed. I don't know if the court wishes to inquire and ask him about that employment, but he was employed while he was on probation.
All right. You want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
My name is Matthew Dotson.
All right. What have you done since you've been on probation?
I have worked the entire time. The first month I got off, and when I got out, I did not work. I admitted to my probation that I had messed up because when I got out, I didn't have everything set up like it was supposed to. Like I wasn't a place that had a living situation was out of the question because my brother he just got out. He's a felon. I couldn't stay at my mom's. That was one of the places I was supposed to stay.
My job, I did not have no transportation to get to my job that I got out with, but a month right after that, literally.
Wait a minute, what's wrong with a via bus? I don't understand why
Because
people,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I don't understand why people have an issue with via bus. I rode the via bus,
I had no problem riding the via bus, ma'am. It was
which is great for defense attorneys. I was a new defense attorney. I rode the via bus. I picked up many a client while I was on the via bus. So
I
continue.
literally had no problem with the via bus, ma'am. Like I said, I didn't have no place to stay right when I got out. Literally, I was trying my best. So I took it upon myself to go back to where I was living at, which wasn't a good idea. That's when I told my probation officer that, hey, look, I admit it. I used, and it wasn't good. It wasn't going to come out clean. Literally a week after that, you came up in my head, really, to be honest. You came in my head because I heard, say, if you want to continue this, you're going to go to prison. If you continue this, blah, blah. And then I was like, okay, I stopped using, I started working right after that. And I've been working ever since then, day and night. Got a place to stay with my boss. He has an apartment there. He got a place to stay, and I've been working ever since then. And my probation officer called me and told me, hey, if I get the courts to throw away the warrant, can you come in and sign a paper? Yes, sir. I gave him my address. I gave him the place where I worked. He knew where I was working at. The evading arrest, ma'am, literally when the cops came, I was fighting with one of my spouses, and I went to go grab
Wait a minute, what do you mean you were fighting with one of your spouses? How many spouses do you have?
I have just one, but what I'm saying, my bad, I apologize. I was fighting with my spouse. And I went to go grab my backpack from the backyard, literally jogged, and the officer told me to stop freezing. I did, and I went to the ground. I didn't run. I didn't do any of that.
Well, I mean, you just pled true to
I know.
evading.
I understand, but what I'm saying, when I jogged to the backyard to grab, so I went to go to jail with my property, and I wasn't able to. I'm just giving you the honest truth of what happened. So when they gave me, I know I just pled to.
No. So you're telling me in a roundabout way that you have done nothing on probation except have employment?
Yes, ma'am.
And honestly, employment
drugs
is what everybody else has.
Right.
And you say you stopped doing drugs, and I'm not considering it, counsel, but we have a lot of positive tests in here, allegedly. Probation, what are you asking for on Mr. Dotson?
So in reviewing, it looks like the officer is asking for Mr. Dotson to attend local ISF followed by ISP placement for full 12 months, bi-weekly UAs for 60 days, weekly sober support meetings, GPS held in abeyance, and a drug offender education program.
All right, here are your choices. I will send into the prison for the 6 years, or either you're not going to ISF, you will be going to safety. Those are your choices. And when you are released from safety, you're going to be on GPS. And if you come back here again, if you choose to go to safety and be on full GPS, when you come back here again, if you come back for a motion to revoke, you'll be looking at the full range of punishment. You know yourself better than I know you, better than the attorney, better than the probation knows you. But what I'm telling you is, if you come back here for a motion to revoke, the full range of punishment is available to the court, up to 99 years or life. And the state may be asking for such. So you can either do 6 years, you do your 6 years, you will be done. You will no longer be on probation. They will release you when they release you. Because of the nature of the offense, you'll have to do half your time before you are released, which would be 3 calendar years before you're released. You'll get credit for any time that you've been in custody towards those 3 years. But either way, you're not leaving the jail for some time soon, for any time soon, excuse me.
Safety.
All right. I'll deny the motion. Alter and amend conditions to include safety, and there's to be full GPS upon release from safety. I'm going to want field visits one time per month until further notice. And probation, once he's released from safety, if you all want to approach the court about the full GPS and making it partial for work or partial for him to complete the aftercare, let the court know. All right, is there anything else?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
We're off the record, Mr. Dotson. From here on out, everything you do, you need to ask yourself whether this could result in you going to prison, for potentially life. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.